Well, things are not looking good right now. Market continues to die even further. Videos being made by content creators talking about how bad the game is. This is probably the worst launch since FIFA 20, I want to say. I think that was the game with the really slow launch. Anyway, this is the worst launch in years, definitively. We'll talk about the market, and we got an update that is about to come out, I think, early next week. And I don't like it. So if you want positivity, this is not going to be your video. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. Feels bad because, as you guys know, if you watched my channel last year, I didn't really complain like this. I didn't really, because I thought the game was all right. Honestly, the gameplay was fine. Nothing great by any means, but the gameplay was fine. And the menu content was okay, but not great. But looking back on it, it's a million times better than what we've got now. And here's an example of what I mean here. Thiago Silva came out today, right? This card looks fantastic. He's got a Raccoon Plus, which I don't understand why Anticipate Plus is a raccoon. Let me understand why that is. And my menu is glitched, so that is not ideal. But he is actually a good value, quote unquote, good value. 84 rated squad, 86 rated squad, right? You think to yourself, oh my God, that card's actually pretty cheap for an 80 pace Chelsea Brazil center back with these stats. You're like, damn, this is good stuff. The problem with this is we can see through this. They're going to release good SBCs, quote unquote, good SBCs that would have been good in the past. But because acquiring fodder is so difficult right now, that 86 squad is way more difficult than it used to be. They clearly want you to spend a lot of coins completing these SBCs or have to go to the store, right? That's obviously the goal here, because there are about 4 pages of players to do here in the SBC tab, right? You're literally sitting here. We got showdowns today that both look pretty mid, to be honest with you, even with the win. The best one's probably Haitema, and she's just okay, to be honest with you. But there's so many SBCs here. We're about to get Mo Salah. We're about to get Kylian Mbappe. They're going to just completely flood this section with a bunch of players so that you tap into like everybody's wants, right? So there's going to be somebody out there that wants a Prem striker, that wants Ollie Watkins. There's going to be somebody out there that wants a Martin Odegaard. Someone out there will want a Nicola Barella for their Serie A team, right? Because that's, you know, who links in their team. They're just trying to check every single box, flood the player section while giving nobody a way to grind the fodder and gatekeep all rewards. That's the plan right now. And that is so ass for us. And not only that, the gameplay is bad right now. It's not good. I think this is funny too, because you can tell they don't want you to be grinding the like upgrades through the bronze, silver, and gold upgrade. The reason I know that is because, you know, their fodder packs this year have been a lot of 78 times 2, 80 times 5, 78 times 2, 81 times 2. Instead of, you know, these packs being, say, a Prime Electrum players pack or a Premium Gold players pack mixed in here, they don't do that because they want you to have as little players as possible in your club. Now, maybe I could be reading too much into this, but when you look at every pack they've released this year, small Prime Gold players pack, 82 times 2, 81 times 2, you finally get a Jumbo Premium Gold pack there that will have like 7 or 8 players in it, maybe if you're lucky. But it feels like they're just trying to negate every possible facet of grinding the menus of this game while also having shit gameplay. Okay, then what the hell do we do? We start off with a right back evolution added to come to Ultimate Team. Expected date is Friday. But don't worry, guys, the prices on every right back, as apparently in the requirements, were already skyrocketed to 8,000 coins when he tweeted this out. This guy replies and says, hey, why so late? This doesn't help me because their prices are already so high up. Top reply, he first buys his investments himself, then he sells it to Discord/traders, and then he shares it with everyone, acting like he's doing us a favor. Here's November 5th, 3 days ago, FUT Police leaks, who is just the savior of Ultimate Team. He's wearing the crown of thorns. For many years, leaks were sold for money, and only a few people could benefit from them. A new era begins, where leaks are free, and everyone has equal chances. Join the movement. Leaks are for free. Retweet and like this post. Meanwhile, the tweet below here, center back evolution coming to Ultimate Team. The requirements have been posted on the Discord. How about you shove that Discord up your ass, little bro? The point being, though, right back evolution will be coming on Friday. We can't really prepare for it because it's already leaked in the Discords. First Team of the Week refresh was here, by the way, if you guys did not see this. This was a Team of the Week that was supposedly going to be the next stage of the refresh, right? Like, Doku got like +5 shooting from his first inform, and like Upamecano gets a pretty nice boost there. There are some much better cards in here than we had last year, so I can't complain too much. And also the minimum rating, sorry, is 83, which I think is pretty cool. So I do appreciate the fact that we do get, you know, new Team of the Week refreshes. Just ironic that, you know, you take away red player picks and then decide to do this. But am I complaining too much in this video? Probably, but it's my favorite thing to do. Inter Milan, unfortunately, unlicensed in FC 25, exclusive to PES/eFootball. So get your Inter career modes in if you're an Inter fan, because this is going to be the last time you can use them licensed. Unfortunately, now we have our Bundesliga Player of the Month nominees. We got Harry Kane, Frimpong, Sane, Coman, Wirtz, and Openda, all meta cards, and I'm pretty sure Harry Kane's like the significant favorite for this. So another Harry Kane insane special card probably going to be on the way here within the next like week or so, week and a half maybe. So that leaves us with most solid player of the month, Kylian Mbappe player of the month, most likely, possibly Kvaratskhelia player of the month, and a Harry Kane player of the month, all within the next like 2 weeks. And it might even be like a little over a week for all we know. I don't know, but there's a ton of SBCs coming. And yeah, here are the stats from all of them: 4 goals, 2 assists for Harry Kane. So he's probably the favorite, and that's what the card would look something like. Of course, it'd be cool for Leroy Sané, Openda to win it. Girassi had 4 goals, but it'll probably be Harry Kane. Road to the knockout, Lamers going to 87 rated after Bayern have now qualified for the knockouts. Pretty damn good card. Up here, Bukayo Saka as well is going to get to 90 rated. Arsenal got their second win. Another pretty damn good card there. And then we got Luka Modric. Real Madrid now have qualified for the knockout stages. So Modric's going to get to a 93 rated card, and that card looks insane. And we do have confirmation that Toni Kroos is going to be the flashback SBC. I'm actually pretty excited for this because I always love getting usable Toni Kroos cards in FIFA. This is going to be one of them, hopefully, giving him a nice little pace boost. So that is a pretty fun SBC. But once again, more SBCs, no fodder. Okay, now let's get into the update. The reason I'm so pessimistic about this and I didn't like this is because you can see where they're going with this game pretty much. If you want to read through all of it, you can. I want to talk about a few things here. Reduced potential accuracy of crosses taken by players with a whipped pass and whip pass plus playstyles. This one apparently is good for pro clubs because apparently it was like just so broken in pro clubs was the whip pass plus. So I understand why that's a thing. That's not really the one I'm too concerned about, but that's a pretty big one. This is the one I'm concerned about. Improved goalkeeper reactions to shots aimed at their near post. So finishing in this game, if you guys don't know, is already worse than last year. It's so inconsistent. It doesn't make any sense. It's back to like FIFA 21 shooting where it was like, okay, 70% of the shots that should go in do, but there's like 30% that randomly miss for no reason. Last year was like 95% would go in. So now they're even going to be worse with the near post shots just not existing probably nearly as much anymore. So instead of nerfing anything about this defensive AI that is basically playing constant pressure every single game, this is what they nerf first. It's the near post shots. It shows you where the priorities are right now, and it's not into what you think it should be. Maybe the pressure tactics right now is going to be something that takes a little bit longer to fix. But if that was the case, you would think they'd go, okay, let's wait to fix the shooting if it's too good to the near post until we fix defensive AI because we want to have people scoring goals. Instead, no, welcome to hell. I got nothing to say about that. There is some good ones here though. You know, goalkeepers were not using the intended amount of strength when deflecting the ball in some instances. So they're not going to parry it as like poorly as they used to, which is a good addition. Also here, addressed some instances of ball carriers unintentionally winning the ball back following a stumble animation when tackled. So maybe we'll see some tackles being slightly fixed there. But if you want to read through all of this, like the career mode, the clubs, the Volta stuff, the general stuff, you can right here. You can pause the video. But it just shows you the priorities right now. The priority is just always on fixing the defense and never improving the offense. That's just what it is. Maybe they thought last year was just too offensive. It was too easy to score. Maybe that's what they're thinking with that. I don't know. But either way, I'm not excited for this update. Also, I do have a leak. It's party bags will come in FC 24. We did not see any last year. Apparently, this is going to be a thing this year. Actually, we might have seen some last year, but I don't think we saw too many. But yeah, we'll see them back again, I guess. You know, more gambling. All right, the market dead. Moving on now. Sorry, it actually kind of did rebound a little bit now that I see it. You know, Vinny's 784. I'm blind. He was like down to 730,000 coins today. There was some real panic in the streets today. I was seeing Hansen at 620 earlier today. 620,000. She's rebounded back up now. This card was like 850k 1 week ago, and now she is down to 685. And this is pre-Black Friday. This is like the pre-Black Friday pre-crash. Like, I don't know what the hell's happening right now. Well, actually, I can kind of take a guess at what's happening right now. Basically, people are not playing this game in terms of gameplay. I think people are still logging onto this game and like trying to see what the content's like because it's, you know, still a fresh game. But gameplay wise, nobody wants to play this because it is such a pile of garbage right now that you're just seeing huge sell-offs on players because people just aren't worried about buying and selling right now. No one is worried about it. People play when there's an Evo, and that's pretty much it right now. It's the only guaranteed time we'll see people actually play this game is when there's an evolution out or weekend league is on. Otherwise, there's no guaranteed time. Said this yesterday, long-term outlook for the market, gold cards, shit. Pretty much every card in the game, shit. Because Black Friday is 2 weeks away, and the pre-crash usually happens like earliest would be this week toward Weekend League. Usually it's like next week we see the pre-crash. We saw already a crash, you know, right now, like weeks ahead of where it usually is. Like this is kind of like insane territory right now. You know, bought the dip, the actual dip, the dip of the dip, and the dip of the dippity dip. Like you have this mix of store packs being the best way to get things, and EA trying to move on with the gold market as fast as possible, just like last year. Combine that with the game sucks. coins. You then have this, where everything dies. Nobody makes any coins right now. The way to make coins right now is not buying cards. And if there's investments I'm making, I'll be telling them to you. And they probably won't be players. It's gonna be like gold commons, informs at Discord, and things like that. Those are the investments for the rest of the year, in my opinion. Also fodder. Fodder you can never really go wrong with, because EA is releasing 1 million SBCs right now. 88s and 89s are actually up right now in preparation. So if you bought some yesterday, you are in the money already, which is a good sign. But I do believe Mo Salah is going to come out within the next day or two. You also have Kylian Mbappe, but probably going to be early next week. Gonna have Kvaratskhelia, a lot of good SBCs on the way here. Triple Threat has heroes in it. Probably going to see a hero SBC or something like that for Triple Threat. So I still think even at this price, it's risky. It is even more risky than yesterday. I still think like 84s or 4.6k all the way up to 89s after marquee matchups today. I would love to go and buy some. Now, of course, Mo Salah could come out today, actually. He might be up by the time you're seeing this video. If that's the case, that's going to be different. But if there's no Mo Salah and we get marquee matchups, I'm all for it. Can we invest in chem styles this week? To me, it's not going to be as good this week as it is most weeks. I'll tell you right now. It'll still work. Hunters, when I used to talk about this more often, we're going for like 3.8 or so. They're now about 3,000. I think we'll see Weekend League played this week by people for sure, but it is release weekend for COD, and it is probably the most hyped up COD in quite a few years, to be honest with you. So there will be less people playing this game, but the FOMO always gets people. They'll be back on buying chem styles. You can still buy some, especially if you get supply after marquee matchups today. So if you see supply from marquee matchups, I'm still fine investing. It just might not be the most insane week you've ever seen for this investment. When it comes to FC24, Evo's brilliant. I think they would be brilliant if there was a better game mode. I think they're just good right now. SBC's abundant. That's one way to put it. There's a lot of them. Can't do them. Objectives/milestones, very good generally. EA still gatekeeping a bit, but there's a lot going on there. I agree with that. The gatekeeping's annoying, but there is stuff going on. Gameplay, shambolic. Genuinely unenjoyable. Yeah, when the menu content's bad, the gameplay's bad. What the hell do you do? Hopefully they realize what they're doing and realize that, yeah, maybe the numbers are not going to be so good on this game this year. If people that are active on this game on a daily basis starts going down, then they will start to panic. Even if their wallets are still filled to the brim of addiction money, they will start to worry, because the long term says that less people that play your game, you will make less money over time, right? So that is what will hurt the most. Also, by the way, the DDA video I'm editing right now, up in the next couple of days. If you're excited to show you guys that one, thank you for watching every day. I love you all. See you in the next video very, very soon. Push.